What is up, everybody? Only DS here. Today is the second and last part of reacting to restaurant tips. It's been about a week or two since I reacted to the first 20 restaurant tips. If you want to check out part 1, link is in the comment section down below. But I haven't gotten to much content recently because I've been focused on college, attending orientation all throughout the week and one day next week. I'm going places. I've been starting a new chapter of my life, and but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop finding some YouTube content that will make you guys entertained. Also, one important announcement before we start the video: I am celebrating my 18th birthday coming up. It will be in about a few days, so if you'd like to, like and subscribe and turn on the post notifications, because I will be hopefully posting the vlog on my trip to either Topgolf or just about any bowling alley that's on my way. It will honestly be a wish come true if we can reach the milestone of 500 subs before I start school. But let's get it. Let's make a great end to the summer. Start off with The Matrix. We go to the restaurant to enjoy ourselves and have our bellies stuffed with good food. But you might also get a bonus if you go to this cafe. This customer paid for their carrot and ginger soup, but did not expect to get this note on their bill. Wake up, Neo, the Matrix has you. Did they really feel the need to include a quote? It really didn't make any sense. People are attracted to celebrities and always like to know the latest scoop about their favorite stars. With all the fame and fortune, it is hard to imagine how they live normal lives. And more than this, it is hard to imagine they were once just like us. Clerk, Lady Gaga. I hope this receipt is just a gag, but what if Lady Gaga was your clerk? Honestly, I'm not a huge fanatic. Like, I might want to go like, oh, it's her, Lady Gaga. But I'll just be like, okay, cool. That's great. Good for her. We spend hours on end scrolling through the internet and looking at different posts. Memes often go viral nowadays, and they are a cause for great entertainment. Memes are so popular that they have become a culture in themselves. Huh? I don't really see what the funny part is. That was confusing, but let's move on. Parents should be given an award for everything they do for their children and what they have to put up with in raising them. As a parent, your responsibility never really ends, even after you've taught them the difference between right and wrong and set them off into the world. You can't scare me. I have children. Although we do not have a background of what might have transpired between the bakery and the customer, I'm not afraid to put that down. Alright, we're not starting off great. Some of these tips are a bit confusing and I found it unfunny, but hopefully it gets better. This is a very relatable message left on the receipt. We feel you. When you do not know how to do the math, do not even try to embarrass yourself. Just put it in the tip jar and let the waitstaff know that math is not your strong point. I can't math. $8. Well, I'll do the math for you. It's $1.38 tip. There. I hope that saved your time. We live in the 21st century. It's time to say goodbye to body shaming. If you have those curves, go ahead and flaunt them. Enjoy your life. Make healthy choices. Blah, blah, blah. None of your business. Fat girls. Whoever typed that has got some balls, because I would never fucking write that. This receipt is proof that classic jokes, however old they seem to be, never fail to get a giggle or two, especially when such a joke fits so perfectly in the context. This scenario is practically begging for a one-liner to be inserted. Extra crispy, extra wet, and that's what she said. Yeah, that is what she said, ladies and gentlemen. Rhyming words is not easy. You have to be a lyrical genius to spin up a verse or two of impromptu poetry. Maybe this restaurant staff member was under a lot of pressure to string together a haiku on the spot. Haikus are easy, but sometimes they don't make sense. Refrigerator. They are right though, sometimes haikus don't make sense. We're still trying to figure out where the refrigerator fits into all this, but at least the syllables are coordinated. That was dry. This customer was thoroughly satisfied with this server that they wanted to give them a 10 for a perfect score, but tips do not work that way. Maybe that was just his way of getting his bill down. Whatever the reason may be, this customer gives them 2 thumbs up. You should have paid $70. This customer had deep pockets. I'm sure he or she had. Look at that. Maybe give me some of that moolah. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Spend it on however you want. George must be an entertaining guy. We do not know what happened on his birthday, but one thing might have led to another. How else could you explain this message on his bill? Although it's understandable to enjoy yourself on your birthday, this might have been too much. But who are we to judge? It was... If I ever see that on my receipt, I'm calling the police. Like, criticize me all you want, but that is not something to like even like put out. To each their own. The things that you find attractive might not be the same for your neighbor. So who are we to judge when they say that garlic breath is attractive? Would you say the same thing? Sorry, would you say the same thing for fish breath? Didn't think so. Everyone has a hard time with math. What are you talking about? I'm good at math. I just solved that freaking problem with the $6, $8 total receipt. Come on now. Everyone. That's a bit of an over-exaggeration. Sometimes something as simple as addition can get you flustered and writing down the wrong sum. But do not worry, we still have time to correct any errors. And it is good that restaurant staff are not too judgmental. Good thing you found out you missed that 1 penny. 1 penny. It's nice to get out of the house and have somebody else cook food for us. Yes, we enjoy our time dining with friends and family. But if the bill came with this charge on the receipt, you'd have to wonder what kind of restaurant charges for fire. I mean, at least it's 0 cents. Or you don't have to pay for a fire. To be fair, it does say $0. Like, exactly. What's the whole point of having that if you're not paying for it? I guess it's they're trying to find some chuckles on that. I never found this funny. You know you are good at your job when you get commendations from the customer. This customer took the time to write a thank you note to their waitress, who apparently made their night a blast. What a thoughtful gesture. You were an amazing waitress. Thank you so much for making this night a blast. Even though the B-Day girl... Huh? We only hope that if they were generous enough to give this lengthy thank you note, they were also generous enough to give a big fat tip to their waitress. Okay. Waiting tables is hard. You have to deal with all sorts of people. And at the end of the day, you only hope you get enough tips to get by. This customer seemed to have noticed that their waitress was not having such a good time. Don't stare at the sun. Great tip. Instead of just leaving a tip, they also felt the need to give their waitress something to laugh about. I hope that waitress found it funny. Whatever makes her laugh. You know? Working a 9-to-5 job can be tough, so you cannot blame employees when they do weird stuff to try and spice things up. In an otherwise mundane role, this guy tried to experience with receipt notes. Chuck Norris has Xbox Live on his PS3. Does anyone ever really read this? I guess nobody does. I mean, why would anyone find that relevant? Huh? By now we know that somewhere out there is a restaurant worker who is thinking up a storm. trying to figure out what message or joke they can put on the next receipt. This employee might have taken things a little too far. The only reason your mama got pregnant is she didn't want to smear her lipstick. Okay. Sorry for all the mamas out there. Parents will teach you that bringing up children does come with some special rewards. These rewards are rarely monetary. So this picture offers a rare example. The parents of these well-behaved kids were surprised to learn that they earned a financial reward for their parenting skills. Well-behaved kids. All right. Good job. See, you didn't act up in public. Have you noticed that when you say that it is your birthday to restaurant staff, they seem to be extra nice to you? Look, this customer did, and they clearly appreciated it a lot. Apparently, they felt that their waitress deserved $22 to match the customer's 22nd birthday. I would like you to have a $22 tip. Thanks for being such an amazing... Yeah, I can't read the rest of that. Could have zoomed out, but that is a tip of more than 50%, and that is very generous. That is very generous. I know I would be glad with a more than 50% tip. I mean, well, I wouldn't even care if it's less than 10% or 5%. I just be grateful for anything, in fact. Restaurant staff must be used to customers trying to make a pass at them, especially when they are good looking. It is in the job description to be extra nice to customers, and some of them might take it to heart. Just want to say thank you again for dinner tonight. I love your Hebrew tattoo and the one on your neck. If you want to go out for coffee, text me. Is that TMI? You guys let me know in the comments. And wow, that's going to do it. I thought I had a few more, but it's the end of it. I'm kind of surprised about this part because most of the tips were like eh or meh on the funny part, but it was good to give the rest of it a chance. I hope to react to more funny stuff on the internet, so if you guys got any ideas or any suggestions, you list them down below in the comments and maybe I could shout you out for the next reaction video. For those of y'all who just made it to the end, thank you. Thank you so much for spending your time reacting to the whole thing. But for those of you who just checked out part 2 and want to check out part 1, again, I will list it in the comment section down below. It will be a pinned comment. So all it takes is to scroll down and you'll be good to go. My calzone is calling me, so I have to end it right here. Peace out, have a great day, and keep it real, ladies and gentlemen.